All right. Now let's load more histology slices into our project. This is where things become a little bit more interesting. Go down to the Insert Slides menu item. For now, let's just insert 2 more slides. Again, they're SVS files. And now you'll notice those new slides have appeared below our first slide in the slide sorter view. The number on the left corresponding to their k equals 0 index, to their k index, 0 being the first slide, 1 the second, 2 the third, and increasing k going into the view plane, following the right-hand rule, where I is right, j is down, and k is into the view. Again, we can change the slide IDs, so I'm going to call this one first, this one second, and this one third. By default, each slide gets a slightly different border color, and it comes with some default view parameters, which you can view here under this tab. To change any of the data, view, or transform parameters of a slide, just click on that slide and find the appropriate tab. So for example, we can view all of the transformation parameters by going to the Transform tab and clicking through our slices. So a few things about the slide sorter view first. By clicking on the slides, you can easily reorder them. And you'll notice that this has updated the ordering in the slice view and in the orthogonal views. Put that back. Second, you'll notice that each slide comes with a different set of dimensions. And again, each slide comes with a file name and a segmentation file stored in SVG format, which we'll view later. Now, I'm going to just hide the second and third slices. You'll notice that one of the slices is highlighted in red. I'll discuss what this means a little bit later. This is actually the fixed slice for when we're doing automated registration between slices. The slice that you currently have selected in the slide sorter view is the slide to which transformations are being applied. So even though the first and second slides are visible, because the second slide is selected, this is a slide that gets translated in the main view and the orthogonal views. You'll also notice that as I select slides in the slide sorter view, the orthogonal views get updated. So selecting the second slide here, the second slide becomes highlighted with the green border color. Likewise, the first slide gets highlighted with the red border color, and the third one with the blue border color. You can also select slides using the right key on the orthogonal views. So clicking on a slide on this view, on the orthogonal view, will bring the K cursor or the slice component of the crosshairs onto that slide and update the slide sorter view. So clicking here on the second slide brings us to the top of the second slide and activates that slide. This is very handy if you want to quickly change which slide we're applying transformations to. You can also see which slide is active using this stippled slide border. So again, transformations are applied to the currently selected slice. We can hide other slices, but be very careful when doing so to make sure that when we want to apply a transformation to our target slice, that slice is activated. Even though a slice is hidden in the main view, transformations can still be applied to it. So you'll notice that the first slide is invisible in the main view. That is, it is not being shown there, but we are applying a translation to it, which is being shown in the orthogonal views. Okay, so let's load the second and third slices, and let's just change all the transforms to identity again. Remember that indices with k lower appear on top in our slice view. So there are a number of ways to make alignment easier in this software. First of all, we can try aligning slices like this without changing any of the view parameters, or we can change the opacity to make the top slice transparent. Or what I like to do is turn edges on for the top slice. You can turn edges on for both slices if you wish. I'm going to zoom into this sample here. So say we want to get a good alignment of the hippocampus in these two slides taking up the medial temporal lobe. You can zoom right into the hippocampus, turn edges off on the base slice, and apply your desired transformations to the top slice. Again, rotations, translations, and any scales that you want to apply. Transformations can also be entered in using these arrow keys or typed in manually on the keyboard. Another handy tool is the flip slide tool, which lets you flip in the horizontal and vertical directions. So let's say I want to get a really good alignment of the granule cell layers between slices. Again, we can play with our edge magnitude and smoothing parameters until the granule cell layer appears as we'd like it. And then we can go ahead and align the top slice to where we want to put it. We can also move the bottom slice. Since everything exists within a world coordinate system, it doesn't really matter which slices you apply transformations to. So you can decide to keep one slice fixed. You can decide to move all slices in tandem. It doesn't really matter because world coordinates keep everything in check. And you can inspect the world coordinates on the bottom of in the status bar over here. So again, just to reiterate, since we are in a world coordinate system, we don't have to be so concerned about which slices we keep fixed and which ones we move, because everything can be exported keeping this world coordinate system intact. And we can load our first slice on. Again, you can decide to put edges on to help us with alignment. And there's a pretty good initial registration of all of our slices. Of course, you could do better if you spend a little more time on it. HistoloZee is extremely helpful for interactive alignment because you can see that While the hippocampi are aligned following these transformations, more specifically, while the granule cell layers are aligned, the rest of the slices are actually completely misaligned. So any sort of automatic registration tool would not be able to account for this warping of the slides. I mean, they could, but it involves a lot more complexity, and it's very difficult to initialize a good registration using an automatic tool. Okay, next I'm going to demonstrate how to do some basic automatic registration of slides.